Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Reckonist. Welcome to Football Manager 2018 and a video for a new system I am calling 523 the Neville wears Prada. Yes, that's a good name. This is the result of me trying to get the Strikerless 370 Robben's Right Foot system into the FM18 engine, which was obviously very powerful last year. So far, I've failed to do that. I've failed to get a Strikerless system to work, but once I moved the Shadow Strikers into complete forwards, it all clicked. So as I say, this is pretty much a like-for-like copy-paste of last year's Robben's Right Boot, the 370 Strikerless, which I did. However, instead of Shadow Strikers, we have complete forward attacks in their place. As I said, I could not get a Strikerless system to work this year. If you have managed to get any Strikerless system to work, please let me know in the comments or get in contact with me, because I'd be very keen to see how you've done it, because I've been very unsuccessful. The closest I got was, instead of a flat 3 Shadow Strikers here, I had one in the middle, one on the wing, one on the wing. But if you have managed to do that, please get in touch. I'd like to have a look at it. So the theory of this is to draw out the opponents by playing a slightly deeper line and countering using long balls and diagonal balls from the wing backs and straight away from the defence as well, if possible, just to play over the top into the space we've created behind the opposition by playing a little bit deeper, and we've had some fantastic results. It creates high quality chances inside the penalty box, leading to a high conversion rate, which is exactly what the Robben's Right Boot tactic did last year. As for the types of plays you're going to see, it's going to be quite regimented, this explanation. First of all, in defence, including the goalkeeper, you're going to have a problem once you pick 11. You'll see a big red box here in the corner just behind. That means we're going to be a weak area for us. The best way to counter that is to have very mobile defence. We have Kurt Zouma at Stoke, who's on loan from Chelsea at the start of the year. He's perfect for this because of his outstanding pace. I think his acceleration's like 19 and his pace is 18, and he's going to be covering back this flank because this wing back is on his own on the flank. He is going to get caught upfield every now and again. Just a simple clear balls to the flanks will drag out the centre back into the fullback position to clear up, and it's best if they're very quick. But sometimes he's going to lose the ball, and you are going to see a cross come in. So that's the main weakness for this tactic is crosses. So having a goalkeeper with great aerial ability and command of area is also a requirement. The wing backs themselves, I just briefly mentioned them, they are the only ones on the flanks. So they need outstanding physical attributes, high work rate, high stamina, natural fitness, acceleration, pace. Crossing and passing would be secondary. You will have a very high cross completion rate with this tactic, so have a good look at the crossing skill as well before you go ahead and buy or which player you're going to use. You'll notice there is a slight discrepancy on the side of the in the centre, so it's not quite symmetrical. We have a wing back attack hitting the flank, because he's going to be slightly wider with the ball. The ball winning midfielder is set to defend, so to provide cover if he is caught out. There is an argument for a Carrilero to be used here, but I've gone with ball-winning midfielder defend, and Darren Fletcher's done a very good job here. On the inverted wing-back and Metzala side, again, very mobile, very athletic, inverted wing-back, but very good thing to have here would be long shots, and also having a right-footed inverted wing-back on the left-hand side, if possible, because he will just end up popping up here and pinging one in from about 20 yards out. So it's a good idea to have. Last year in the 370, this Metzala role was a roaming playmaker, and that's set as a support, but I used Joey Allen, as a Metzala attack, and did not see the need to change it to a roaming playmaker. Everything was superb with him. And that leads us on to the 3 strikers. Best players to get are really good all-round strikers with pace, power, work rate, energy. The best complete forwards you can get. They don't have to be natural as complete forwards, but as long as they have pace and energy and will work hard, they will be perfect for this particular role. Basically, if you could pick a Shadow Striker's role, stats, put them into a complete forward, it'll work out great. Okay, so that leads us on to the type of play you're going to see. What you will see, as with the Maldini doesn't tackle tactic as well, is really great sweeping counter-attacks. You're going to see high-quality chances from inside the penalty area with a high cross completion rate, a high percentage of headers won as well. That includes the defence as well, because obviously bigger centre-halves are better at winning in the air, and that's exactly what you need in the back 3, really. A very high amount of chances created, a very high shot on target target percentage. We had the lowest possession percentage in the league, and I'll show you where we finished in a minute. That's quite impressive. We have an excellent amount of goals from corners because we have 3 centre-halves, and I think I've nailed the set pieces for this. I hope they transfer through when I do upload the tactic itself. Also, a little trick I've noticed, the wing-backs do cross-field passes to themselves, and it looks incredible when it happens. It really does. Got a real buzz watching that. You will score an absurd amount of goals. We did get the top amount of goals scored, and it does, in fact, meet the play attacking football and indeed goals from set piece board promises as well. So very promising stuff there. Okay, that leads us on to the results. Now, what did we see here? As you can see, I played a season of Stoke. This is straight out of the box on the default patch and everything. No database changes. Stoke, we finished second. Now, we were first before I went on manager holiday on December the 15th, and we still only ended up 5 points behind Arsenal. As I mentioned in the other video, what I do is I usually manage a team until I'm confident the tactic's working, and then I go on holiday for the rest of the season. And if I come back and we're in a good position or even anywhere close to where I left off, we know that the match engine really does like this system, so I know it's going to be effective. So I went on holiday, where was this? It was around December. Yeah, it was after a Southampton game. Yeah, 2-0 win against Southampton. Then I went on holiday. That was the 13th of December. The rest of these results are all from the AI, including the 2-1 FA Cup final victory against Liverpool. Let's have a look at some of the results that we were able to get. Early on in the season, yeah, there it is, a 4-4 draw at Old Trafford. Quite impressive. Have you noticed all these goals we're scoring? 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 4, 1. Yeah, 4-0 victories all over the place. A 6-1 win over Liverpool, who then went and got their revenge against us later on. Yeah, this is when the AI took over, so things were getting a little bit more consistent. But a 7-2 FA Cup 4th round victory against Manchester City. 3-0 against Bournemouth. 5-3 match against Bournemouth again after that. 4-0 West Brom. FA Cup semi-final. 4-1 against Sheff Wednesday. A home victory against Chelsea 1-0. You can see we scored in every single game this season bar one, which was this one here. Oh no, sorry, 2. Brighton. There was a 1-0 loss away and a 3-0 loss away against Southampton, but we were already secured in second, so I think the AI did a good job then and rested players. So yeah, those are the results that we got, but some of the stats are absolutely staggering. Let's go to, first of all, yeah, let's go and have a look at the team stats first. Stats, team overview. Okay, best at hitting the target, 52%, Stoke. Most goals, 88 goals, Stoke. Most headers completed, 66. Most crosses completed, Stoke with 77%. Fantastic. Goals, as I mentioned about set pieces, goals from corners, 12 this season. No one else is anywhere near us. 8 is Spurs, so we're way ahead of them. That's the team ones, really. As for the players overview, Lacazette got a top goal scorer of 28, but I got Florian Andone, that's the guy I signed to the third striker, and Saido Berahino, 23 goals apiece. The other striker I used was Jesse, who has the highest average rating in the league, 7.57, and I think he has the highest assists. Yeah, most assists, 22, Jesse, and Saido Berahino's behind him with 15. Let's have a look at top scorers properly. Yeah, it's just those two. Most distance covered in a 90-minute match, 9.98 miles by Johnny. What did they tell you about the wing-backs being super athletic and necessary? Yeah, Johnny and Eric Peters came third with Bellerin second. So like an average coverage of 10 miles a game. That's ridiculous. Key passes per game, Jesse. Darren Fletcher got the most passes, as I mentioned. Most tackles, as I mentioned, the ball-winning midfielder. Everyone is working great here. Yellow cards, there was an issue with Darren Fletcher, obviously, playing a high-risk tackling role like that. Team goals, Jack Butland was in goal for every single goal that we scored, so fantastic results. These are all great things. I'm certain in a minute when I click on continue there's going to be a fair few awards given out to my players, but some of those stats are absolutely mind-boggling, so this system does work. So that brings us to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. This video is brought to you thanks to my wonderful support on Patreon, including patrons Graham W, Niels van der Velt and Dan Graham Newsom, I think I'm pronouncing that right. If you like what I do, if you like the streams that I do and the videos that I make, please consider becoming a patron there. If you want to get in touch with me, there's a couple of ways to do that. The best place is through the Discord. There's a link in the description, as well as the Twitter account. There's a link in the description too. And of course, if you want to see these tactics being developed live on stream, there is the Twitch account there as well. There's a link in the description. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.